Hey there thinkers, welcome back to Critical Hit. My name is S, and in the wake of Ubisoft's recent release of the trailer for Assassin's Creed Shadows, the gaming industry finds itself embroiled in controversy. Ubisoft appears to confirm Assassin's Creed Shadows protagonists, Yasuke and Neo, are LGBTQ+. So, let's get into it, shall we? Now, it's been just about a week since Ubisoft dropped the trailer for the next Assassin's Creed game, Assassin's Creed Shadows, and oh boy, what a train wreck it's been. Even with almost every mainstream gaming outlet out there bending over backwards to defend them, the fans have been having none of it. For years, fans have been practically on their knees begging for an Assassin's Creed set in Japan. And just when Ubisoft finally grants their wish, the rumors that we were told not to believe were true. The main male protagonist is a black man. Guess that's not quite the samurai fantasy they were envisioning. Now, we've gone over the drama around Yasuke and the historical rewrites on Wikipedia and Britannica in our previous video, with the futile attempts to try and spin the truth about this character. But some gamers and fans are having none of it. Just glance at the ratio. It's spiraling out of control with nearly 650,000 dislikes versus fewer than 300,000 likes. And if you think that's bad, wait until you see Japan's reaction. The Japanese trailer is sitting at 42,000 dislikes to a measly 5,000 likes. That's over 8 times more people in Japan giving it a thumbs down versus those who even bothered to watch it. Yikes. As I've mentioned, the game journalists are scrambling to put out the fire, especially over at IGN. Let's not pretend they're mad that the new Assassin's Creed Shadows samurai isn't an Asian. So who's the protagonist of Assassin's Creed Shadows? Yasuke, supposedly the first black samurai. Naturally, we have gone from this dubious historical figure to full-on fiction. Don't buy the idea that he was actually a samurai. Never mind the lack of evidence. They've edited Wikipedia and Britannica and every source imaginable to push this gaslighting narrative. And if you still don't buy it, well, clearly you're just a bigot. And now, let's not forget that they claim that no one would want an African Assassin's Creed, even though we got one set in Egypt back in 2017. How fast we forget. So now the narrative has totally shifted to, hey, Assassin's Creed never cared about historical accuracy, so why should you? They're even putting out articles to push this nonsense. Seriously, these people are so clueless. But apparently that wasn't enough for Ubisoft. No, having a black samurai as the main protagonist and the female Japanese character still wasn't woke or diverse enough for them. And of course, Ubisoft had to take it a step further because, this is Ubisoft we're talking about. Would you really expect anything less? Really? So, not only do we have the first Assassin's Creed game set in Japan, but with a protagonist who is not Japanese, but black. And now they've also decided to throw in some LGBTQ+ representation for some good measure. Because apparently that's just how they roll. Ubisoft seemingly confirmed that both Yasuke and Neo, the protagonists of Assassin's Creed Shadows, are LGBTQ+. Classic Ubisoft move, really. Going into this article here, in a blog post dated May 15th on their oh-so-enlightened company website, Ubisoft proudly proclaimed that Neo and Yasuke's desperate personalities led them to have different relationships and rapport with other characters, and they don't always feel the same way about people, nor do people always feel the same way about them. Then they delved into the thrilling world of romance options, stating, oh, but wait, there's more. Romantically, they'll be busy attracting and being attracted to all sorts of folks, because who needs a single love interest when you can have a multitude of relationship drama, right? Classic Ubisoft, always pushing the boundaries of virtual love. In a juicy twist, Ubisoft has teamed up with Dartmouth's Sashi Schmidt Hori?
Nailed it!
the sassy LGBTQ+ advocate. She's all about dissecting gender and love in ancient Japanese tales. Her latest book, it dives into the scandalous medieval stories of boy love. Talk about shaking up academia. Classic Ubisoft move, picking the edgiest minds around. So let me get this straight. We're supposed to be playing an Assassin's Creed game where the relationships are straight out of her favorite steamy manga scenes? Because, you know, that's exactly what we need in a historical action adventure.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Now, not only did the company cozy up with this radical LGBTQ+ activist who seems to be all about pushing the boundaries of what's socially acceptable, hello, like transgenerational sex? But to add icing onto the cake, the Quarterling shared an alleged internal memo on social media in April. According to this gem, they're patting themselves on the back for championing diversity and inclusion. Oh, how noble of them, because apparently representation is their middle name, and they're not about to let pesky things like external pressure or, common sense get in the way of their virtue signaling. You can pause to read here. However, that's all I've got for today's video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And hey, before you go, subscribe to our channel, smash that like button, and ring the bell to be notified for our next video. As always, this is Est, and I'm signing off now, so I will see you in the next one. Toodles!